She jumped out. She was like, yo, and I'm like, wait, what is you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, bro.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, I would have had to reboot.
Not Beyonce filing for divorce from Jay and separating her assets from his. Who could have known that Jay-Z being outed for being a bad guy would be the last stray for Beyonce to file for divorce and leave Jay-Z? Chilly, this woman has stayed with him through thick and thin and through multiple affairs, and it was starting to look like she was never ever going to lead him no matter what, but now that he is being set up to take the fall like Diddy, she is dipping. You know how everyone's been pointing fingers at Jay-Z, accusing him of being the master manipulator, pulling strings behind the scenes, and allegedly coercing Beyonce into some shady dealings? Well, turns out, according to 50 Cent, we've had it all wrong. He's stepping up to spill the beans, claiming that not only is Beyonce just as bad as Jay-Z, but she might even be worse. And he's dishing out some pretty shocking examples of her alleged antics. But hold on to your hats, cause 50 Cent's not done yet. He's shining a spotlight on Beyonce's alleged scheme to make Jay-Z take the fall for their messiness. Yep, he's suggesting that by divorcing him, she's setting him up for failure, ready to toss him under the bus when the going gets tough. And let me tell you, this revelation's got us all reeling. Could this be why Jay-Z's been on a love-professing spree lately? Seems like there's a whole lot more to this story than meets the eye, so let's break this tea down.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top, to remember.
There have been reports for a couple of weeks now that Beyonce was going to be taking a walk from her marriage following the recent accusations linking her husband, Jay-Z, to Diddy. There has been talk for a couple of years now that Jay-Z and Diddy have allegedly been involved in some seriously shady stuff, but that was just some pesky rumors among fans. But now it looks like there might be more to the rumors than we know, because the feds are allegedly involved in this already, and y'all can bet that Queen Bee is not about to stick around and go down with this sinking ship. Word on the streets is that she has allegedly set the move in motion to officially end her marriage, but she is keeping it as quiet and as private as possible because she doesn't want to deal with the drama. No matter what people say about Beyonce, one thing that nobody can deny is that she is as private and low-key as possible, and that's how she wants to handle this divorce. An insider revealed that Beyonce plans to pull a Will and Jada move where she gets divorced from Jay-Z, but she won't make the official announcement until the feds make their case against him, after which she plans to announce that they have been divorced for a while, but chose to be civil because of the kids, blah blah blah, you know, the usual mambo jumbo. But hold on, because there's a crazy plot twist here. According to rapper 50 Cent, Beyonce allegedly has an ulterior motive for divorcing Jay-Z. 50 is claiming that the real reason she is divorcing is that she is allegedly trying to cover her own tracks so the feds don't pick up her trail. You see, according to 50 Cent, not only was Beyonce allegedly aware of Diddy and Jay-Z's alleged activities, but she also participated in some really shady activities as well that could land her in hot water with the feds. So she is trying to dip as fast as she can, and one thing you can trust 50 to do, it's spilling the tea on shady shenanigans in Hollywood, especially when it's people he has beef with. And there is nobody that he has a bigger beef with than Beyonce and Jay-Z. Well, Diddy comes pretty close, so y'all can see why 50 has been on this drama since day one. Well, as it turns out, 50 has heard the inside tea on how Beyonce is planning to leave Jay-Z, and he is determined to make sure that she also faces some consequences, so he has been exposing her as well. He literally took a break from trolling Diddy and Jay-Z to focus on Beyonce because he wants us to know that she is not what she seems to be, and that the victim identity that fans gave her couldn't possibly be further from the truth. According to 50, the reason people think that Beyonce is an innocent bystander is that there is a considerable age gap between her and Jay-Z. In an interview, Beyonce spoke about their age gap, saying, "I was 18 when we first met, 19 when we started dating. There was no rush, no one expected me to run off and get married. They officially started dating when Beyonce was 19 and Jay-Z was 31, a substantial age gap that had fans buzzing, with some even tossing around speculations. But here's where things take a darker turn. In a 2007 interview with Charlie Rose, Jay-Z mentioned meeting Beyonce 10 years ago, placing their first encounter in 1997. So, let's crunch some numbers here. Beyonce would have been a mere 16 years old at the time. Heck, depending on the exact timing, she might have even been 15. And Jay-Z, well, he was pushing his late 20s, around 27 or 28. Wrap your head around that for a second. A guy his age going after a teenager like Beyonce? That's not just shady, it's downright messed up. Understandably, a lot of folks view Beyonce as the victim in this whole saga. Whenever Jay-Z is under fire for his alleged shady dealings, Beyonce tends to get pushed to the sidelines in the conversation. Even when there are whispers about the power couple using their influence to throw wrenches into other folks' careers in the industry, the focus remains mostly on Jay-Z, while Beyonce gets a free pass, what with her being the media's golden child and all. But hold your horses, cause 50 Cent isn't having any of that. Nope, he's ready to spill the tea and clear the air. When blogger Storm Monroe dropped the bomb about how Beyonce was making plans to leave Jay-Z a couple of months back, fans immediately started painting Beyonce as the hero for finally cutting ties with Jay-Z, giving her a round of applause for making such a bold move.
What I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate. And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z's up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. I might have to ask you something. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorced. Okay, and she may or may not do an interview, but their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah, 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 blah.
Well, fans were obsessed with the thought that Beyonce was finally going to be free of Jay-Z's control and manipulation, especially because Storm Monroe claimed that the time for Jay-Z to face the music was getting closer because he was about to be exposed. And we're not just talking about your everyday scandals here, like Jay-Z supposedly meddling with careers or whatnot. No, we're talking about bombs that could blow the lid off the entire industry, Diddy-level secrets that could rock everything to its core. Storm's comments set the internet on fire, but as it turns out, he wasn't the first person to clock the tea about Jay-Z being exposed, because Jaguar Wright did us that favor last year. After Cassie's lawsuit dropped, Jaguar straight up came out to reveal that Jay-Z was next in line to be exposed, and that some moves were being put in motion to expose his allegedly sinister activities.
John Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy. This been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years.
And thinking back, the friendship between Jay-Z and Diddy kinda makes sense now. You know, birds of a feather and all that stuff. And now that the streets are saying that Jay-Z could be even shadier and more sinister than Diddy, y'all know that the rumor mill has gone into overdrive. I mean, have y'all seen the allegations that Diddy is facing? To say that Jay-Z could be even worse than that is just scary, and it kinda makes us wonder what exactly these celebs get into when the cameras stop rolling. The worst thing we thought about Jay-Z was that he was an unrepentant cheat who had the audacity to cheat on the Beyonce with multiple women. And if you're wondering, Becky with the good hair isn't the only woman that Jay-Z has been accused of cheating with, because there's a whole laundry list of them. According to people in the know, the honeymoon phase of Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship didn't last very long, because he allegedly started cheating on her only a few months after they started dating, and one of his alleged mistresses is rapper Charlie Baltimore. Back in the day, there were heavy rumors about Jay-Z and Charlie being a thing. The interesting thing here is that allegedly Jay-Z was involved with Charlie before he even met Beyonce, but he chose to keep her as his side piece because he didn't think that she fit the image of what he wanted in a partner. For those not in the loop, Charlie used to be involved with rapper Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, back in the day. Charlie was fine being the other woman for a while, but she soon got upset when Jay-Z started flaunting his relationship with Beyonce, even though Charlie knew him first, and that was the breaking point for her, so she broke things off with him. One thing about Jay-Z is that he is obsessed with control and didn't take it well when Charlie dumped him, especially since she moved on with another man instead of pining after him like he wanted, and it didn't take long for things to get dark. Remember when Jay-Z got arrested for knifing a man in the club? Jay-Z claimed the guy leaked his album and distributed illegal copies, but 50 Cent is calling BS on that story. According to 50, the real reason that Jay-Z stabbed the guy was that Jay-Z found out that he was the guy that Charlie replaced him with, and he got jealous, so he stabbed the guy. I don't know about y'all, but getting jealous at your former affair partner for moving on while you're dating Beyonce is crazy. I mean, make it make sense. And 50 Cent isn't just talking out of thin air. Rapper Cameron's come forward to back him up, confirming that the stabbing was indeed over Charlie.
It wasn't over no money. It wasn't over being righteous. What was it over? A chick? What we don't do is we don't fuck with our homies' ex-bitch. Bow! You feel me?
You know who that is now, right?
I said bow. Charlie Baltimore.
Now, with all this, y'all would think that 50 would be on Beyonce's side in this thing, but that's not the case here because he isn't exactly on Team Beyonce. See, according to 50 Cent, even though Jay-Z is a bad guy, he believes that Beyonce is the super villain that everybody thinks that Jay-Z is, and if there is one person that can tell, it's 50 Cent because he has been beefing with the Carters for a long time, so he has a lot of dirt on them. I mean, one thing 50 is known for is digging up dirt on his ops. If you don't know the story of how 50 Cent and Jay-Z became ops, let me spill the tea. To be fair, it was all 50's fault because he randomly dissed Jay-Z and many other rappers in his song, How to Rob. He took shots at Jay-Z and many other rappers in the song, and he was doing it for clout. 5 has been a troll since the very beginning, and he was chasing clout with the song. He went after a whole bunch of other top artists too, from Lil Kim to Foxy Brown, Diddy, Missy Elliott, Will Smith, you name it. Nobody was safe from 50's trolling antics. 50 Cent threw shade at Jay-Z with lines like, "What? Jigga just sold like 4 milli? He got something to live for. Don't want a man putting 4 through that Bentley coupe door. Ouch, talk about hitting where it hurts." Most rappers who 50 name dropped saw through him and just ignored him. But Jay-Z has never been the type to let something like that slide, so he hit back with his own diss track titled, It's Hot, Some Like It Hot, where he didn't mince words, rapping, "Go against Jigga, you're dense, I'm about $1, what the F is 50 cents. And just like that, shots were fired and the beef was ignited. 50 Cent eventually came clean and admitted that he was chasing clout with the song because he wanted the other rappers to respond to him. In an interview with Rolling Stone, 50 Cent said, "When he responded, I was complimented. He wouldn't say nothing back to somebody he didn't think was hot. I never went to radio until after he said that about me. I don't know if my career would be where it's at if he didn't respond, but just because he was chasing clout doesn't mean that the beef wasn't real because 50 Cent genuinely dislikes Jay-Z." In another interview, 50 Cent admitted that the reason he had a problem with Jay-Z was that Jay-Z felt like he was the greatest. In another interview, he said, "He has a king complex. He thinks he's effing Jesus. You know what I mean? This Jehovah-ish. I'm just watching him. He said something one time I didn't like, those little things, subliminal things. For me, that's the punk way to do things." Jay-Z tried to deny the rumors of the beef, saying that he and 50 were fine, but 50 was not about to let this narrative fly, and he was quick to come out and deny that he and Jay-Z were on good terms. He also claimed that they would never be friends, saying, "We don't have those kinds of relationships. These people are people I associate with. We are in the same business. We are not necessarily friends. We don't call each other for no reason." Now, most people seem to think that Solange is the only Knowles sister who knows how to throw hands, but as it turns out, Beyonce also throws hands as well, and she literally stepped up to 50 Cent and dared him to step up to her and tussle for daring to beef with her man. Even though she and Jay-Z had not started dating when his beef with 50 Cent started, she still took Jay-Z's side, and things got so messy that 50 Cent revealed that she even tried to fight him.
That's just like, and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Like, come
So
on.
who wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, come over. I said, "Oh, yeah."
They about to jump you.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't
Solange was there. I would have had to reboot.
Beyonce squaring up to 50 Cent for the beef is kinda wild because, girl, what? But this explains why 50 Cent has never bought into all that talk of her being an innocent bystander, because he has seen what she is capable of doing, and he actually believes she's more than meets the eye, and not in a good way. But that's not the end of the story, because 50 Cent also believes that while Jay-Z might be bad, Beyonce could be even worse. He also believes that contrary to what people might believe, Beyonce might be Jay-Z's handler and might be the mastermind behind a lot of the shady stuff they've been accused of. Allegedly, of course. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Beyonce's former bodyguard spilled the tea about 2 years ago, accusing her and Jay-Z of blackballing singer Carrie Hilson's career.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are. How you step on anybody to stay on the top.
For some reason, Jay-Z was dragged to filth for that, but for some reason, Beyonce didn't catch any heat for that because, again, people thought that she was his victim and was being forced against her will. Her bodyguard even claimed that the Carters' marriage was nothing more than a business arrangement, which, to be honest, didn't exactly shock a lot of people, given the rumors that have been swirling about their relationship for a long time.
Your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Keep your threats up.
But 50 Cent took it a step further, claiming that there's even more to it than just business. Y'all might have not noticed this, but 50 has been dropping hints about Beyonce's shady side for a long time, like the time he backed Beyonce's former drummer, who came forward with some seriously concerning and terrifying accusations against her. But mysteriously, she went quiet after that, leading many to wonder just what Beyonce might be hiding behind the scenes or what could have happened. According to the drummer, whose name is Kimberly Thompson, Beyonce allegedly dabbles in the occult. She spoke to the Daily Beast, and the interviewer said she claims that for some reason, Bey has started a campaign of harassment against her that includes extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magic spells of sexual molestation. She also claims the Lemonade star murdered her kitten. Thompson believes Beyonce has been tapping her phones and controlling her finances. It's unclear why Thompson believes the singer is allegedly doing all this to her, but she is adamant it all stems from Bey. Kimberly also went live on Instagram to speak on Beyonce.
This person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships, all just a very wicked tactic to just keep me down and keep me under some type of control.
This situation caused a lot of drama, and some fans started to suspect that there was something going on there. At first, a lot of people ignored Kimberly's claims and talked about how she was looking for clout or trying to get attention by using Beyonce's name, which is pretty much guaranteed to get her media attention. But when she took things a step further and filed a restraining order against Beyonce, well, that got people's attention real quick. Even 50 Cent sat up and took notice. But according to 50, there's more to this story because Beyonce has been hiding in plain sight for a long time. Y'all know how I said that Jay-Z has been chatting on Beyonce for a long time from the start? People have been mocking her for a long time for just sitting down and taking this, letting Jay-Z walk all over her. Now, according to 50 Cent, she's not just sitting back and taking it. Nope, she's been quietly making moves behind the scenes. You know how Jay-Z went on and on about how they worked through their marriage after his infidelity, how they patched things up? Well, according to 50 Cent, there's more to that story.
For us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. for black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities, like real people.
Yeah. But then 50 has more to say about this, and he is claiming that family therapy wasn't the only thing that helped them fix their marriage, because there is another angle to the whole thing, and let me tell you, it's one big juicy scandal. So here's the tea. 50 Cent claimed that Beyonce has been allegedly taking matters into her own hands and handling Jay-Z's side pieces, if you catch my drift. He claimed that she allegedly goes over and beyond to ruin the lives of Jay-Z's side pieces. And it's not just that 50 Cent was making things up, because recent reports have surfaced suggesting Beyonce's involvement in Tiara Marie's career downturn. Now, back in the day, everyone knew Jay-Z had a soft spot for Tiara, but we chalked it up to her undeniable talent.
Tiara Marie.
Yeah.
Okay, and she's the first lady of the rock.
She's the princess.
According to 50 Cent, there was more to the story. Rumor has it, Tiara wasn't just involved with Jay-Z. She was allegedly messing around with a few other guys too, despite not being legal at the time.
Told you before, Aaliyah was SA'd as a minor by several producers and was treated like a piece of meat to be bought and sold by different producers up until the time that she passed away. A couple of years after she passed away, a fairly large record producer started making some calls about a singer he had working out of his studio. She was 15 and eager, and soon different label heads were scouting her. And this is allegedly Tiara Marie. When they heard her voice and then saw how she looked, they started scouting her even harder. She was sleeping with one of the producers, the one who made the initial calls. And I don't know who this is, you guys can take a guess. Soon, she was sold to this pseudo corn star and celebrity sibling. Can also take a guess at that one. He loves controlling vulnerable women. It is his specialty. Anyway, he started controlling the career of this singer. He brought her to the attention of this A+ list rapper and mogul, allegedly Jay-Z.
Another spicy blind item went viral that claimed that Beyonce allegedly caught wind of the affair and demanded that Jay-Z cut ties with Tiara. But allegedly that wasn't enough for Beyonce. Allegedly she took it a step further and decided to sabotage Tiara's career as well.
He signed her to a deal. By the time all of the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal. But that didn't stop the mogul. He liked to sample the new talent. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis, but he was also involved with the current A+ list singer who was in his face every day. And this could allegedly be Beyonce. The thing is though, that corn star in charge of her career was feuding with the mogul and told the mogul he would not be allowed to hook up with the singer again. I assume he thought the mogul would think she was something special. Apparently not as special as the current A+ lister, because the new signee was dropped and the word was put out on the street. No record deals for her from any label. When someone ignored the edict, they were paid a visit. If the visits were ignored, then other steps were taken. This was a total lockdown of a career that lasted almost a decade.
Now what makes this blind item even more intriguing is that L.A. Reid, the music exec overseeing Tiara and Rihanna at the time, once mentioned that Beyonce steered his attention toward Rihanna over Tiara. Seems like there's more to this than meets the eye.
Had a showcase, and at the showcase there were two artists performing. Her name is Tiara Marie, and she's a really sweet girl. And the truth is I was paying a little more attention to her than I was to Rihanna. After the showcase, you know, Beyonce just gave me one of those looks, and he said, that Rihanna girl, she's a beast. And she looked away, right? And I was like, so I did a Rihanna double take.
50 Cent's not holding back with his claims either. He's saying that now that things are heating up, Beyonce's hitting the road. According to him, the divorce is on the horizon because Beyonce's decided to let Jay-Z take the fall for whatever's about to hit the fan, and she's making a swift exit before things turn into a full-blown mess, even if it means throwing her longtime partner under the bus. Remember what the bodyguards spilled about their marriage being all about convenience? Well, according to 50 Cent, that convenience is wearing thin for Beyonce right now, and she's ready to move on, no matter the cost, especially with Jay-Z's bestie Diddy getting the Homeland Security spotlight and whispers of him possibly snitching on Jay-Z. Fans left comments saying, "She only leaving cause his closet is about to be cleaned out. She knows what's in the closet though. She may even have some items in there. Beyonce is complicit in this mess. She knows more than what she is telling. Personally, I am done with the whole mess. And one thing I love about 50 is he tells the truth when exposing someone. They never sue him. Think about it. Yeah, this situation is a hot mess, and 50 is being super bold by spilling this tea, cause y'all know that Beyonce and Jay-Z don't like it when people speak about them. But let me know how you feel about this situation, and then check out this next video.